All right, Adam, I'm ready to go. Let's do this. What are you packing?
Oh, you don't. You want to know? I got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I got snap peas. I got carrots. I
Not the
got
right kind of
broccoli.
packing.
I got wheat
No.
thins. Crackers. I got pickles.
He's still going.
I got what? We're talking about food, right? I'm hungry now. We gotta wrap this up.
Better Call Saul.
He's gonna fix it. He'll fix it for us.
Yeah, I got cravings. Let's go. I got
Make
celery.
me hungry.
Yeah. This is going to be the most hangry episode we're going to have now.
Yes.
Perfect. Welcome back, everybody. We're hungry. This is the Better Call Saul sideshow. We are breaking down episode 9. I almost forgot the number because I was thinking about food. But we are breaking down episode 9 of the sideshow, which is called Pimento. Wait, that's
Pimento.
The right.
The caviar of the South.
Pimento, yeah. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Caviar of the South. I never heard it quite spoken like that, but yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's well, Adam and Terry back again breaking it down. So this is a fun episode here. There's a lot going on, a lot of in and outs, and a lot of what have yous going on here. Two different sides, two different sets of stories, and two different feeling like segments, but all wrapped into like this perfect little shell of a episode here. Really entertaining. I think we called some stuff correctly. I thought we predicted the Chuck stuff kind of going that way.
Not quite like that.
Not quite that way. That's pretty scummy.
We were dancing around the potential of what ended up happening.
Yeah. So there's definitely some fun stuff. Some other stuff like I didn't see coming. But hey, Michael Mando's back, baby. Nacho.
Finally.
Yeah,
we've got some cool reveals in this episode. We're one away from the season finale.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hop into this. Let's talk about it. Let's make it happen. So, Better Call Saul season 1, episode 9 is entitled Pimento. Chuck has realized he might be able to go outside. So he starts exploring being in the world again, sitting on a park bench, staring at power lines, visiting HHM with a space blanket under his suit, making secret phone calls with a pencil to stab his brother in the back. You know, all the typical things people do. Meanwhile, Mike gets a referral from his vet/gunshot cleaner to be the muscle for a drug deal going down. It was supposed to be a 3-man job, but Mike scared the rest away so he could take the whole payment. Oh, and the deal was with Nacho. He's back and making deals outside the family here. So, that'll stay on the hush-hush. Now back to Jimmy, who is continuing to work the Sandpiper case. He's winning some small victories in court, but he and Chuck are getting bogged down by the paperwork. They need the help of a big law firm, like HHM. Chuck convinces Jimmy to present the case to HHM. Howard loves the case. He will pay Jimmy for his time. He will give him a finder's fee at the end, but he won't hire Jimmy to continue to work on the case. So Jimmy refuses any deal and will work the case on his own. Howard is being a real dick about it. Everybody thinks so. But then Kim sides with Howard and tells Jimmy to make the deal. Something seems fishy. Jimmy is drawn to investigate his dead phone. He never leaves his phone on when he visits Chuck. So how did it die? Because someone made a 2 a.m. phone call to one Howard Hamlin. Only Chuck could make that call, which means Chuck sabotaged Jimmy's pitch to HHM. Why? Because he sees Jimmy as a joke. He's not a real lawyer. He's just slipping Jimmy using a law degree for his latest con. Chuck is the reason he was kept in the mailroom at HHM, and he's why HHM won't hire him after bringing them a multi-million-dollar class action RICO case. So Jimmy's done taking care of his brother. That's for sure. That's the episode.
Chuck. Yeah, they pull you back in and they break your heart. Good old Chuck.
I gotta say, I kind of, after it happened, the signs were all there. Like,
Oh, yeah,
you could
totally.
you could see this coming if you're paying attention to it.
Mhm.
But with the way that Chuck was helping him, the way that he was relying so heavily on Jimmy, you never thought it actually would go there.
Mhm.
The second Chuck has a little bit of autonomy again, a little bit of control over his life, he stabs Jimmy in the back and sends him back down to the bottom. But it was all there. Like, from, his reaction to getting a law degree and showing a vain attempt at excitement and pride, to, in the very first episode, saying, you should probably use a different name. People are going to get it confused. Like,
Mhm.
what's the problem with that? Oh, because he thinks he's a joke. He doesn't want to
Yeah.
be associated with a joke of a lawyer.
And,
It's all like, and even in the meeting with Howard, it's like, I, I'm
yeah,
shocked.
the Matt Damon. What meeting are you in?
Yeah, that's like, all of a sudden it's like all these little pieces. It was obvious, but we didn't see it because we weren't paying attention to that.
Mhm.
But now it's there. It's like, oh yeah, the writing was on the wall the whole time. Anyways, I know you usually start talking first, but I had to bring up like this big revelation. Like, we've been so sympathetic to Chuck. Oh no, but he's the worst of them all.
We've been very sympathetic to Chuck, other than that one episode where I kind of went off of that storyline.
True.
It was the writing was on the wall from that episode. Yeah, but I think I even too, like, I think last week's episode when they showed that flashback of him getting his degree, and I wrote down Chuck as my douchebag, and then I crossed it off because of what happened later. I thought, I was like, oh, that was redeeming, cool, no problem. But it was all there. That initial reaction to the Samoan law degree, the online courses
I
from
did actual work
I did
to
actual
get where I am.
Yeah, you're just slipping Jimmy in the mailroom. Yeah, that I thought for a little bit. I don't think Kim's sticking around HHM anymore. Like, I think her there's a possibility. I think I was like, she was gonna quit. I thought she said I left because she was silent in that meeting with Jimmy in the parlor. And so I thought for a second she left, but I could also see where this is.
But then Howard let her in. Like, Howard gave her the inside information.
But she doesn't have to accept it and leave too. But I don't know. I think that there's a reason why we hear Kim is a big character, and I think that it's going to be. I don't know. We shall see. But
yeah,
that's probably not going to happen if next episode or anything like that. So it would be down the line, I would imagine, if that's ever they did happen. But that's a heartbreaking scene though, when Kim comes up to the parlor at the salon and basically
the nail
is like,
salon.
yeah, you have to take the deal. It's the best thing. You got it. Just like, why? Answer me. And he just take the deal and just walks away.
Because she can't actually say it. And one thing I think is interesting in this whole thing too, and it goes to my banner. My banner says Howard Hamlin, douchebag by proxy, because I think the whole time it's like Jimmy hates Howard, and he's fixated on how much he hates Howard.
But it's
probably
really
going all the way back to the mailroom stuff, right? But I've always said, I thought nothing Howard has done has truly felt like vindictive or mean. It's just felt like this is what the obvious reaction to whatever is happening should be, until the mailroom and until this episode in the boardroom when he shuts Jimmy out. And then you think about it, it's like, so all of Howard's douchebag qualities are really him manifesting Chuck's douchebagginess. Like, he has to be the messenger of how horrible of a brother Chuck is.
Yeah.
Because Chuck isn't man enough to do it himself.
Chuck's not even man enough to go outside.
So Howard's only a douchebag because Chuck makes him be one.
Yeah, douchebag by proxy is a great, great call.
Like Howard, I've kind of thought the whole time until the last couple episodes that Howard's kind of a sympathetic character.
Mm.
And then he starts doing something, okay, now that sucked. And then you see him here, now that sucked. And then he starts like lashing out at Kim. And he's like, well, hold on, wait, no, come back. And then he lets her in on it. And like, now it's like, he's just doing what he has to do because Chuck is the big whale of the firm. Chuck is the one that built the firm, really.
Yeah, true.
And now he might be coming back.
Yeah, Hamla Blow Me. Whatever that color was.
Hamlindigo blue.
Hamlindigo blue. Yeah,
that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good call. That's a great point. And it puts it in a different light when you come from that perspective too. Like Howard isn't necessarily a douchebag. It's because he's following Chuck's orders.
I mean, yes, he has his moments, sure, like naming a color after himself.
Yeah,
but overall, like everything he does, like what was I supposed to do?
Yeah, exactly.
He built a billboard around the fact that he's got a new logo that looks just like ours. He even has my hairstyle. Like, what am I supposed to do?
My hands are tied.
Yeah, exactly.
And he wasn't being a douchebag to Jimmy in that moment. I can think about even upping the $20,000 price for you. But we're not hiring.
He's trying to make it right as best as possible because he knows he's doing the wrong thing, but he's doing it because that's what Chuck wants him to do. It's what Chuck has told him to do. Everything he does is on Chuck's orders.
Yeah, this is true. Very true.
Yeah. All right. What's the best scene?
The best scene is, but we need 3 guys. The pimento sandwich scene. About what you packing. Those 3. The 3 Stooges and Mike over there.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
This is an entertaining scene. That's what. That's all.
We needed one. And yeah, the way he takes that guy out, that was just brilliant. It was just brilliant. And the other guy runs away. Smart man. This is a smart man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the ones I had down. It's just Mike and all of his Mike-ness, and then the final scene of
which
of
sandwich? Which sandwich do you think he had? So pimento, I didn't put that together. That was a sandwich. I was like, oh, that's what I wonder what the title means. So he's referring to a sandwich. I thought, I was like, this is kind of a lame sequel to Memento. I was like, that's kind of weird.
Memento, pimento. I mean,
It's
they
the
rhyme.
same. Tomato,
They must
tomato.
be sequels.
Yeah. No, but I was like, I didn't put 2 and 2 together. That was a sandwich. But
It's
yeah,
a
I thought
cheese.
it's a cheese. Yeah, but he's like, I got a pimento. It's a pimento. It's good.
Oh man, yeah, that was pretty great. That was pretty great.
Yeah.
But yeah, the final scene, the Jimmy and Chuck scene, that was the other one I had written down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Jimmy and Chuck scene's great. And Chuck is going to be kind of screwed when he needs some more bacon and ice.
Well, he can kind of leave now. He can leave. He can make phone calls through a space blanket using a pencil.
Space blanket in his suit. Yeah, hell yeah. It's kind of a funny. That's a great. It's kind of a genius idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That one was just horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could kind of see and once Chuck was back in HHM, you could see kind of the douchiness come back out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, he's just a slick, smug lawyer, isn't he? Like he's the one that brings the smugness to that room.
Yeah, that's very true.
Are we gonna start to see the side of him that Jimmy doesn't like again now that he's getting his legs under him again?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's exactly what happened. All right, the Betsy Kettleman douchebag award. Do you have anyone other than Chuck?
No, but I had Howard, but then again, it turns in it's actually Chuck. So it's only Chuck. The Upchuck Betsy Kettleman. The Upchuck Betsy Kettleman douchebag.
That's not bad. Howard should get business cards made. I am Howard Hamlin, douchebag by proxy.
Douchebag by proxy, yeah. I like that too. That's pretty smart.
It's Chuck. Totally Chuck. Stickman award.
The dog? I don't know.
I went with Sobchak, the guy with all the
guns.
Yeah,
Sobchak. Yeah, you can definitely see that.
I could see like
he's packing.
Oh yeah. But
That's
he got all his guns taken away, so
it would be really funny if Mike is like, yeah, that's the guns you mentioned are not even these guns. That would be the best part. He's just bragging about the guns he has, and it's not actually the guns. That would have been like that made that scene even better. And I'm not a gun aficionado to know, like, cross-reference that. Rewind that and cross-reference this gun.
At the same time, Sobchak, he kind of reminds me of one of those guys who has the portrayal of like that douchebag wannabe stickman. Like he's the guy who goes into the bar. It's like, oh, look at all the ladies. I'm gonna strike out 19 times tonight.
Yeah. When I first saw Sobchak, I thought it was Jeff Daniel Phillips because they show him like further away and he has the Fu Manchu kind of mustache, or like look like a Fu Manchu mustache. Do you know who that is?
No, I don't.
Jeff Daniel Phillips. That's who I thought it was, but yeah.
Okay, let me look here. Jeff Daniel Phillips. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because at first it kind of, yeah.
He looks like let's just. I mean, next is best new face. Hey, that's Danny Trejo, and this guy we've potentially seen in some stuff. Stephen Ogg.
Yeah, GTA 5. He's Trevor.
Yeah,
another
he's
video
like
game guy.
He's like some weird combination of Walton Goggins and Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah. He's in The Walking Dead. He was in
it's 21 episodes of Walking Dead. He was in Emancipation with Will Smith, which I never saw.
Yeah.
He just kind of pops up. He's in 18 episodes of Snowpiercer, 7 episodes of Westworld.
Yeah. So was Jeff Daniel Phillips in Westworld. It's kind of funny.
21 episodes of Walking Dead, I said. Yeah, so he just kind of has these moments where he pops up. And he's one of those guys, he might be a recognizable face, or he might just be the face that you think
Jeff Daniel Phillips looks like.
Yeah. That's like he kind of looks like that other guy. But there's several guys you could say he looks like. So
yeah, this is true. The other guy that I was thinking, obviously for this award, obviously that Stephen Ogg was the other one, but Mark Proxt is Price.
Oh yeah,
I like the name Price. Like he was in The Office for 19 episodes.
I recognized him immediately, from The Office.
And then What We Do in the Shadows, it was like 19 episodes as Nate in The Office.
Which he's the guy. He's like the guy who's like everyone's assistant throughout like all of The Office, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he assists several people. And eventually, I think he ends up in the warehouse. I think he ends up on security detail at some point. Like whenever they need like an extra hand with something, it's Nate that gets the job. That's what I remember about him. So yeah, definitely an Office face. Immediately, I recognized him. All right, minor character of the episode.
Large man.
His name is literally
Clarence.
Man Mountain.
Man Mountain, yeah. But you know who that guy is? I don't want to spoil my Breaking Bad reference.
No.
That's the bouncer of the prostitutes in El Camino. Same character.
Oh, wow. Clarence. Man Mountain. Yeah, he is. I did not make that connection. I didn't look up what I'd seen him from before, but it didn't surprise me. He kind of looked like, at first glance, Just the way he was carrying himself there.
Mhm.
He looked like he could have been one of Tuco's boys.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Was it Nodo's, the one that got his arm caught in the cars?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it might have been him. Whoa. Okay. Apparently it's not the first time he's played a guy named Man Mountain. That's interesting. He played Man Mountain in Hancock.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. There we go.
So, yeah, it's not the first time he's played the character named Man Mountain.
Good stuff. That's funny.
He had an uncredited role in the Seth Rogen film An American Pickle.
Yeah, there we go. One of the first COVID reviews you guys did. I remember that. Yeah, I thought that was funny. I was like, I looked up like, wait a second, El Camino credit. That's wow.
That's amazing.
That makes sense though.
He started on soaps. He did an episode of As the World Turns and 3 episodes of Another World.
Wow, that's a DVD list actor right there.
His first credit is an episode of As the World Turns as Gravedigger.
This chat, all the other names that this tracks.
Then I don't know what was going on in Another World, but he has 2 credits in 3 episodes: Speedy Bar Patron, and the other one is Baby Seller. So
A baby seller.
I don't know what's going on there, but apparently selling some babies. Anyway,
Yeah.
He was cool. He was cool.
That's a good one, yeah.
I thought the Tuco guy, because especially when he just decides to turn and run away, it's like don't do it,
Yeah.
man.
Don't do it.
Yeah, that's who I had as my minor character too. I was also thinking the judge in the
Oh yeah,
the restraining order thing. I thought that was a pretty good moment too. All right, best Saul one-liners.
There was too many to count in this episode, especially when he was like in his drunken stupor, or getting to that drunkenness.
Getting to his excited about the future prospects of a drunken stupor.
Yeah, pouring the beverages. What you having? But yeah, so I didn't get it right. I was just too enthralled with what it was saying. So what I did write down was, old people adore me. They adore me. This mofo,
and the best part is that's in the court record. Old people adore me.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, he's like, this mofo is on fire. And hail Satan, I submit to the dark side.
Yeah, I wrote that one down too. I'm showing Kim that his phone was dead. It's a hazard of Chuckland. But tonight is Jimmy Land. I thought that was pretty good. Telling Chuck he should try and buy himself out of the firm. You're the doomsday device. I thought that was pretty good. And when he calls Chuck out on making the phone call, it must have felt like a blowtorch to your head. And that was a good one. And there were some great lines great Saul one-liners that weren't said by Chuck, like Mike's it's the caviar of the South. I thought that was a good one. And then in that whole thing, when Chuck says you're just slipping Jimmy with a law degree, you're a chimp with a machine gun.
That's a great line.
That's a great line. It's a great line. But
good one. There's also stuff that he says about Howard in that. He's like, I hate him so much, and I can't remember what he says. But there's some really fun lines that he says.
I'm Lindigo Blue.
I'm Lindigo Blow Me. Yeah, almost made Jimmy a stick man again.
Yeah,
kind of. Yeah. Anyway,
kind of.
Yeah, there's some great lines. This is probably his. He had a lot of lines that were just on. Yeah, total good Saul one-liners.
Yeah. All right. Best Breaking Bad reference. Did you gave yours already? Man Mountain.
One more.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, go. Okay. I think just Mike being Mike, I think is definitely one that always pops up. I've got a couple like speculation references though. First, the run-in with the three guys. The Three Stooges there, and that Mike, wins his spot in. It's a parking garage. Kind of looks like the parking garage where Gus's car ends up parked.
Mm-hmm. I also had a similar speculation about the bank behind him, the New Mexico Bank Trust. And I was trying to cross-reference that, but the only thing I could get to is something about like HHM was representing something. So I quickly turned away because I didn't want to.
Yeah.
If it was something from that show, but yeah, it's a good call. I didn't think about the parking garage, but
the parking garage looked familiar. Like I've seen this lighting before. I feel like we've been in this. I mean, there can't be too many parking garages in Albuquerque that have that kind of viewpoint. And the other one was the drug exchange. Looked a little like similar. A chicken farm.
That's.
Like, I don't know. Part of me was like that they had that building. Like, is that building a little portable that has a table inside with a vegetable tray on it? No, it wasn't quite that, but it kind of looked like it could have been.
It could be. Yeah, it could be. That'd be interesting. I did not even think that didn't even come on my radar. On that, I
just feel like they might be recycling some
sets,
some sighting locations, or some location sites. That's the term.
So Daniel or Price, right?
Yes.
Is that Danny who runs Laser Town or whatever that place is that he keeps referencing in Breaking Bad?
Oh, you need a Danny. We don't know. I mean, all we know right now is his name. He's going by Price, which is his nephew's name.
But when you go on IMDb, it actually shows
it's Daniel Price Wormold.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love that thought. I love that thought. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of, but it's kind of high up there. But if he gets busted for all this, that would totally make sense.
Yeah, the cleaner. Or the vacuum guy could also,
because like he's got a high up enough job that he's got access to unchecked pharmaceuticals.
Mm-hmm.
So if all that falls apart,
yeah,
I could see it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like how all our Breaking Bad references are all speculative right now. This guy could be that.
This garage looks similar. That suburb looks great.
Yeah. that vacant abandoned desert spot kind of looks familiar.
There's probably a death happened around the block from that address. It looks similar.
All in the same city. Yeah. Good stuff. Okay. Midlife crisis moment.
And I pack a lunch too. Yeah, every day.
You're brown bagging it every day.
Well, yeah, I do have a brown backpack. It's right up there actually. I put all my water in there, pack my lunch, and I just laugh at my coworkers who go and buy their lunch every day. It's like, you guys waste so much money doing that. Just pack your lunch, man. Like it's better. You're not eating out. Don't have indigestion, stomach issues.
Right.
Man. Yeah, it's great.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yeah,
that's good. All right, mine's a little bit deeper, and it's the decision Jimmy's having to make, and it's deciding between what's right and what's best.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's the thing that's what's right, which is going to be more difficult, but there's also what's best, which might mean I need to compromise on some things that I don't want to compromise on, but it's what's best.
Yeah.
And so contemplating and weighing those. I've been there. I know what that's
Mhm.
like. This is what's right. This is what's best.
Yeah.
Which is the way to go. So trying to make that decision.
Mhm. That's a good one. Yeah, that makes tough decisions.
Yeah.
Like that. That's good.
LVP.
Oh, Chuck, man. Jealousy. Well, not jealousy. It's just like pure, like, you're a joke type of thing. You're a joke. You're only going to be, and the whole line says people don't change. I don't buy that. Certain people don't, but I think
I mean,
Jimmy
he's
was,
proving he hasn't.
yeah, this is a good point. Yeah, it's good. So yeah, Chuck's my LVP for the episode.
I got a little more specific. I'm going with Chuck's pencil work on running the phone because, all right, he was able to turn it on, make a call, delete said call, but he couldn't turn the phone back off.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Let's.
The guy's the smartest guy they know, and he can't remember to turn the phone off.
Come on, man. If he turned it off, like that's the MacGuffin of the whole thing, right? If he turned it off, none of this would have happened, and Jimmy would just continue on hating Howard for the rest of his life.
Oh, here's one. Do you remember when you had to call the phone company to see your like phone history? I remember,
Oh gosh, I don't know if I ever did, but I remember when that was a
I've done
thing.
that before. Like, it's like I don't know why it was what I needed to look up something. I went on and had to go research like get a phone record of some kind. So I was like, hey, can you send me a phone record in an email or something like that? So it was a long time ago. And then so now it's like at your fingertips, you can pull up your phone, like phone history there.
I do remember dialing *69 at one point though. I remember how *69 something.
Yeah.
Because before the age of caller ID and every number is tracked of who's calling who. *69.
Yep. Good old
I remember when that was a thing. Or do you remember the call in like long distance services? Like there were like 5 different numbers that kept on running ridiculous and obnoxious ads. I can't remember any of them right now. But they were like,
I vaguely remember that. I've never called one of those.
Call like *10789 and you can get your long distance for just 5 cents a minute. It's like I never understood that stuff.
1-800-COLLECT or 1-800-collect.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's that too.
That's that one.
MVP.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Aaron Brockovich. She won her case, and Julia Roberts won her award too. There we go.
Yeah, that was good. They're called boobs, Ed.
And that was a pretty thing because it takes place in 2002. Aaron Brockovich just won Best Actress in 2001, essentially.
It's true.
So it's relatively that was a smart reference. That's gonna be a first time watch this year for me too. I've never seen that one.
Oh, I found them. 10-10-3-2-1. That was one of them. 10-10-3-4-5, 10-10-2-20, and 10-10-9-8-7.
Oh, Jesus.
Gained prominence for their advertising and the promise of saving money on long distance calls.
Nice.
Wow. That's a blast from the past. Aaron Brockovich is a great MVP. I like that. All right. I got 2 because I think first I need to just shout out. I think Howard's an MVP here. Because I think he not scot-free, but he gets off pretty good in this episode. And Mike, Mike being Mike and pulling that off. And not only that, but gaining some respect from Nacho and how he handled that too. Like, you think I shorted him $20 on something like this? Like, no, but mistakes are made. and we're gonna do the deal right. How did you know we didn't need guns? He's working outside his crew. He wanted this to go off clean.
I thought of something different too. That Price guy kind of had a Walter White look with the monotone, like his colors. It was just a really nerdier version of Walter White. Just he wasn't
not a
worried
bad
about.
guy. You may not be a bad guy, but you're a criminal.
Yeah,
I like that. That was a great scene too when he's telling him the difference between a bad guy and a criminal.
Mm-hmm.
You took something that wasn't yours and you sold it for a profit. That makes you a criminal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
pimento.
Yeah, bite of pimento. I get the whole 1,500, right?
Yeah,
Mike's awesome. All right, what's gonna happen next?
They're bringing up the Slip and Jimmy stuff. I think there's going to be something with that. I think there's going to be a little bit of he's going to turn over the case to HHM, get his upfront money, and go on a bender. I don't know, but I could see where he could be kind of distraught by that. About his brother too.
Yeah, we've got this last episode in the season, and it's going to be the decision on the Sandpiper case. I could see him giving it up, because the part of it's got to be now that he knows he's working solo on this. Chuck's not going to help him anymore.
He won't let Chuck help him anymore.
And there's that too. His only hope is if Kim decides to break rank and go help him. But even then, you need more than two people. That's the whole point of them calling HHM up. So
you need to hire a paralegal. That's what I was thinking. I was like, hire a paralegal. Have him go through all the paperwork.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So maybe he gives it up. He gets the money. And maybe with that money, we finally see him like buy his office. Maybe this is when he finally becomes Saul Goodman, because he wants to. He now has a reason to distance himself from the McGill name. Like, I don't want to be associated with that scumbag, and I'm not Slippin' Jimmy anymore. It's all good, man. Maybe this is where that comes up.
Yeah, I can see that. It has to be.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, you have to have something like you leave the season on too, and getting the Saul Goodman name would be something that I'm going by this name as something that you're gonna go off of.
Yeah,
I don't think if, like I said, if Kim's a big player, I can also see where it's a possibility her leaving would also be a kind of a big thing for the show as a season finale too. I don't know, but
I don't see that happening though. Like the whole fact that she got read into what was going on shows how much respect Howard has for her, and how much she respects Howard. So,
but she got put in the room for losing one client.
Yeah, I mean, and she didn't blame him for it. Like, that's kind of what she understood. The other thing I was thinking, we started this season with a black and white current day. Are we going to get another look at black and white current day to end this?
Good point. Yeah, I think
like all we saw was him in the Cinnabon. He was watching his Better Call Saul commercials on an old VHS. Are we going to get a moment of something else making a connection to what's going on and what we've been watching? I thought the those like black and white flash forwards would be a little more frequent, but we haven't seen one since that first episode. So
yeah, that's a good call. We should probably. I think that's another way to book into the season too. End it with the black and white. Could be good.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff there, Terry.
It's going to be good. One more episode left in season 1, and then we're off to season 2 and just rolling right through this thing. Apparently, we've already been doing this for 2 months because that's what it takes. And like that's
giving the
just
people
wild.
what they want, for sure.
This is wild. This is
So
wild. It's what they want.
That's what they want. So
We're here
in
for you
closing,
people.
in closing for the episode, we talked about my lunch to kick off the episode. Terry, what are you packing?
Oh, I'm
We're
a
out
salad
of time,
guy
folks.
every
It is
day.
time to sit and spin. Everybody, sorry. Maybe next time we'll get to that. So sit and spin, Terry.
Sit and spin, you buttholes.
Butt.